So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Now it's Mbappe. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Got to be quick to recover this. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Gonzalo Ramos. He's looking wide. Cross from Zielinski. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Hullet. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Tonali. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Zielinski. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And the shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Ramos. And smartly reclaimed. Modric. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Serginho gets it away. Iniesta powering forward here. And it's Tonali. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's got away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tonali. Out to the right. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rui Costa. Shifted it to the flank. Solar. Can he finish? Great football, shot and save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Samba claims comfortable. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Zielinski is onto this. He's having a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Beckenbauer. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And here's Mbappe. That's good running with the ball.
Pretty robust defending.
Quality ball. And the counter is on. Oh, it's come loose. Now, can they get him away? And he's on some... Takes a shot! He has done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Van Nistelrooy, distributed tidily. Ball played through for the wide man. And this is Van Nistelrooy. The ball goes in. Rui Costa. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 17, numero 21, Van Nistelrooy.
That gets things going for the second half.
Numero 3, Modric.
Inter Milan come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here.
Il numero 6, il numero 23.
There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. It's run loose here. Time and again they are repelled. Rui Costa. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mateus. And it's Rijkaard. And it's made its way to... Big chance!
Vieri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's got the beating of his man. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Yehi has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And this is Zola. And the shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper's dealt with that. And this is a chance! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Shot a goal! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's following up! He's got to be quick to recover this. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Decent chance! And he hits the net! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Serginho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! It's bounced back off the post. Rui Costa. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Van Dalton. Iniesta. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty...
And the shot! Really well taken goal. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Back to the keeper it goes. It's hit the upright. Rui Costa. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And Batistuta! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rui Costa engages and forces him off the ball. Maldini. And it's Serginho. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. It's a good run down the right.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Gabriel, and that has left him in a heap. And this is Zola. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? And this is Rui Costa. They've got a corner here. Manchester United get their fourth corner. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And the lead is extended still further. He made it happen. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your reflections then, Jim?
Inter desperately failing to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Manchester United.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking for the run. De Jong.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played into space out wide. Rice. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's made its way to him. Wan-Bissaka for Rice. Xavi Alonso. That is good alertness. Gives it back. Looking tidy in possession here. Great vision. That's a good ball. He's ended up in no man's land. Will play through for the wide man. Oh, decent chance! Oh, there's a probing ball. Good ball, good take. Howson lays it forward. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Now this could be a chance. Played in with purpose. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Goes for a shot! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Wan-Bissaka. And it's Rice. Some really good ball movement. De Jong. Tonali. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Tonali. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. going to be disappointed with that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Floated through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. De Jong. Looking for options for movement. Howson. Wan-Bissaka. Nicely spread. And the counter is on. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, they can break here. Rashford. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un marsupio nero e blu contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff. Sostituzione per l'Inter.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that's definitely not his best. Mateus goes steaming forward. Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious.
And the keeper... And he shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Vieri. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves...
And the shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Xavi Alonso. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Rijkaard. Showing great feet there. Big chance! And smartly reclaimed. Lovely shot goal! They've scored! They're back within reach! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a little off target. Into the channel. Can he latch on to this? Good read, needed to be.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Passing is crisp and sharp. De Jong providing an outlet on that flank. It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Can he get it through? Ryger. This is De Jong. And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Rice. And this is Del Piero. Xavi Alonso. De Jong. Now it's Vieri. Ryger. Now it's Rashford. Mateus, who does have an assist to his name. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's got through! Goal! Right back in the game! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Barella.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Out towards the flank. Here it is, crossed in. Oh, well played. And it's Barella. He's on it. Can he get away?
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through, and it's Del Piero. And claimed it back swiftly. He's having a shot! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. What a moment of brilliance. And that will be it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So that's got things underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Calvert-Lewin, is a player whose all-round game has really improved in recent times. He's become one of the most effective players in the air, and that's really improving his goal return.
Oh, what a climb! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Menu is on his own, and that is expertly dealt with.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Spread out to the left. And it's played... Donadoni! He will be livid with himself. Showing good feet. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. He's cut it out, and he's there to get it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Tar does really well to win the ball there. White is always looking to play quality balls.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
It's their second corner of the game. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Nice looking ball. That is good alertness. Inter Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Chooses to... and the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Adams is there and he can pick it up. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. Good ball, good take. Real chance! There it is! AC Milan are all square. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That has certainly made things interesting. Well, tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that was vital. White. De Bruyne. No, that's been intercepted. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Menu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Menu has it out wide and in space. He's in space and looking for options. Samba claims it without any fuss. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. Calvert-Lewin. Zanetti. Cross to the back post. That's a decent clearance. Nicely shaped ball. Nicely worked. This looks promising. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. White. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Inter Milan finding their passes. Donadoni. Donadoni! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're off again. Samba sends that a long way. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Serginho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Olise. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Nicely aimed pass. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's a very... And the shot! It's a goal! The second half sparks straight into life. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Menu. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Searching pass he's played there. He's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti providing an outlet on that flank. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Olise. He can run onto that.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. Ryger. Adams. And it's De Bruyne. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tonali in acres of space out wide. White. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's managed to get free. He's in a great position here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Cambio di giocatori.
Corner number 3 coming up. Danger averted for now. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Can he finish? It's in! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
That's a good ball out wide. White. Barella tries to pass it through. He's got away. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on, he's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Viene sostituito con il numero 26. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Vieri. And it's Smngt. It's a quick ball upfield. Elise. Smngt gets across to intercept that. Mateus. White plays it all the way forward. Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's Smngt. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Inzaghi. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. He might go for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, that one's going nowhere. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do with that corner. Menu, Messi. Pinches it off him. 4 extra minutes added on. Batistuta. Barella has it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. Shot a goal! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And that's it. Inter Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Inter e Manchester United.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Roberto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox-in-the-box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goal scorer. A 29-goal season. Gonzalo Ramos! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Gonzalo Ramos usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Good ball. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He won't be happy with that one. Donatoni. Lee Kang-in. Howson has got himself a free kick. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's had it taken off him, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Safi Sali. Inter Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Now he gets big! It's bounced back off the post! Big chance! Lee Kang-in. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Højlund. Donadoni calmly anticipates. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Donadoni touches it back.
That's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
Oh, well played. Donadoni. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game.
He's going for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Quality ball. Great vision. He's found a way through. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There's a sharp little ball here, delivered across, and it's claimed by the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lee Kang-in. Now this could be a chance. He has found the way through. Lee Kang-in, he's got full. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's running through. Shot at goal! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Real chance! Oh, taken with style! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And that has left him in a heap.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Ryger is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Ramos. He's looking wide. Aimed in towards the centre. And there's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Il quarto uomo indica
Has
2
been
minuti di
slung
recupero.
wide. Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for the run. That has been cut short. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21. Numero 4.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
De Jong. And this is Batistuta! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And just like that, he's into double figures now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Played into space. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to...
And the shot! Oh, glorious! Batting goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bebeto. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, super find. Chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Shot could be chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vieri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
Inter Milan have their third corner.
Lasciano il campo per...
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Kokchu. Oh, it's beyond. Big chance! There it is! Vieri. Passing is crisp and sharp. 75 minutes played. Lampard. Can he get it through? Great ball and his chance! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go on better, possibly.
Can he finish? Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's having a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Punched away. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Again, with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Batistuta. He's played it back. Zanetti receives him in a wide position. Marquinhos can get it clear. Now it's Lee Kang in. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Inter Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, easy pickings there. Into the channel. Modric. Modric plays it in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Good reason for optimism here. Tries a shot! Koundé tries to clear. Gavi. And it's Kukçu. That's a nicely weighted pass. Brilliantly cut out. Kukçu. Marquinhos. And he's intervened well there. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Inter Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
De Jong showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mateus shoots! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he was quick to react.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mateus. Barella. And he's picked out the run. Serginho is there, and he can get that clear. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Barella. Played into space. Belletti. And Mateus. Messi. Schneider. Played out to the right. Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mateus wins the duel this time. Barella. And it's Schneider. Out towards the flank. Serginho has it in a wide position. That's a cute ball. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Mateus. Conte. And it's played forward. Now it's Schneider. Schneider. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Mateus! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that is... Oh no, this does not look good. Can he get it through? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Serginho.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Ups for safety. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Mateus. So what can they make of this? Mateus has given away a free kick. pass isn't the best. Nicely shaped ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Serginho. Conte. And it's Messi. Barella. And it's Barella. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Schneider. That's an imaginative pass. Chips it through. Cleared away.
1 minute.
Barella. Ryger. Barella. He's a sharp little ball here. And the first 45 minutes are up. How would you review the first half?
Inter really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Inter Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Belten. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Looking for options for movement. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Conte. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space, and he welcomes it in. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again. Van Belten gets across to intercept that. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Conte. Messi. Howson cuts out the pass. And it's Batistuta. Pass somewhat off target. Inter Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Gabriel makes the interception.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now that looks a decent ball. Batistuta. Driving forwards. Mateus charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that's another good win of the ball. Barella, who's set up 1 goal so far. And he plays one through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
De Jong. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. This is Batistuta. And this is Schneider. Takes a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Barella. Ryger. The pass is intercepted. Barella. Now it's Vieri. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Paris Saint-Germain seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Barella gets into a good position.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Conte. Oh, that's fabulous. Serginho cuts it out. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely spread. Zanetti could try cutting inside here. Vieri! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Le numéro 10, Messi. Le numéro 15, le numéro 20. À leur place, le numéro 23.
Up he
le numéro
goes!
19.
Oh, it's come off the upright.
Ronaldinho.
He's cleared it out of
Le
harm's
numéro
way.
7, le numéro 17. Attention, changement.
Searching pass he's played there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Donadoni does well to get it back. That has been cut short. Tonali gets a foot in here. Oh, they can break here. Zanetti. And he's managed to get free. Tries to play it through. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
1 minute.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And there goes the final whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
That is a great pick out. Shot, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well spotted. Kubo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And Shevchenko! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now. He rises! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Now it's Bruno Enrique. And he's lost Mateos! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Reflections on the goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Raul. Barella promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in. Safi Sali is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, nicely intercepted. He's in plenty of space here.
Such good technique.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No mistake! Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Raul. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That is good alertness. And here's Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's in a great position here. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Bruno Enrique. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kubo. Madrid finding their passes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And he's managed to get free. Swept in. And he's heaved it away. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
It's a searching pass.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ryger is always looking to break lines. Barella. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Mateus. Now it's Bruno Enrique. That's been cut out, well played. Seedorf. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Gabriel has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Bruno Enrique. Can he latch on to this?
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Shin to shin. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21, numero 4.
Here we go again.
Numero 6. Lasciano
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Il numero 20, il numero 10. Cambio di giocatori.
Rijkaard. Looking for a runner. And he was quick to react. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That has ended up in no man's land. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Wriggles his way through. And he's there to make the challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's shifted it to the flank. Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. Probing pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Donatoni. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Played in, up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Vieri certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
60 minutes played. Now that's well seen too. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread it left. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. He's found the way through. Can he finish? He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
He's tried one! Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He has found the way through. Now it's Shevchenko. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Shapes to shoot!
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
Madrid
23.
have their third
Numero
corner.
22.
Roberto Carlos short, and he whips it in. Zanetti is there, and he can go for a shot! Vieri. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Tonali. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. Samba getting this one clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Del Piero. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Zanetti. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And this is Del Piero. That's good play. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Shoots! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard has got himself a free kick. Tries to pass it through. Not the most accurate pass. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to pass it through.
Looking to go deep.
Up he goes! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels. Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright, and I think himself too.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Cross into the box. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he get on the end of this? In towards the back. Oh, smashing header! And he's there to belt it away. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's clever. Pull it. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe! Oh, it's hit the post. That's an imaginative pass. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Barella threads one in. Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here. Inter Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Now it's Mbappe. That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that was very necessary. Mbappe is onto this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Played back into the centre.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Now, can they get him away? Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That is good alertness. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella. And here's Rafael Leao.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Rafael Leao. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Real chance! Mbappe. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Now it's Seedorf. Played back. Looking to play him in. Played back to the goalkeeper. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Out towards the flank. Zanetti made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That's a decent clearance. Just about within shooting range. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Vieri. De Jong. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. He's in a great position here.
Mateus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Good ball, good take. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Vieri. It's Vieri! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And he shoots! He scores! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Vieri at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 25.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 22.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Number 19.
And he's managed to get rid.
Number 13.
Nicked it back promptly. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
The Netherlands appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And this is Vieri. That's going to go a long way. Another throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. Passes short and sharp. Takes a shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? An instinctive delivery. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Messi. And he was quick to react. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kukçu. And he's worked it through. Donadoni takes a shot! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely.
It's a quick one. Aims beyond the defence. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Chance! He has done it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number
The Netherlands
20.
are making a change now.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about, sometimes driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Now it's Don. Great chance! He steps in, and that's the end of that.
This is the time you need that pace.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through. And that has been cleared.
The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Overhits and out of play. Look, oh, what has happened here?
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Eze is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Right card.
Short changes
There
in
will
with
be
that
5
pass.
minutes added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is just caressing the ball. And here's Donatoni. Robson. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Can he finish? Sticks it away! And that for him is goal number 10. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Inter Milan, and that will be it. Inter Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
Pieri.
Voted
Just
man
a
of the
quick
match,
announcement.
and deservedly so.
We're about to announce today's lottery number.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. Thuram, and the finish! Goal! Inter! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Pedri. And this is Messi, looking to play him in. That's really well manoeuvred. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Tries to play it through. Mateus is onto this. Brilliantly cut out. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Ibrahimovic passes short and sharp. Passing is crisp and sharp. Might be danger here. Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Now it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Opts to play it back. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position here. Mateus conjures time and space where few can.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, Red, nice interception. He's in space and looking for a big header! Messi. And it's Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Pedri. You can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. Mateus. Thuram. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Luis Suarez. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Messi. Luis Suarez. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pedri, played with finesse. Barella. Mateus. To Barella. Kupchu. Antonetti. Vieira.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barella. Now this could be a chance. Neymar. Kupchu. Knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Luis Suarez. Inter Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's been played through. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Zanetti gets over and intercepts.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pedri. And it's Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kukcu. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution in progress.
Inter Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. And he was quick to react. Kashima Antlers finding their passes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Luis Suarez. And a chance! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Kashima Antlers take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Kukcu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Messi, he is through here. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed. Ibrahimovic. Neymar, he's got away. Real chance! He scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Inter Milan has the chance to go the other way. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Kashima Antlers blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Kukcu. Now it's Martinez. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Vieri. Back into the middle. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ryger. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Zielinski. Vieri. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Barella. Crosses it, climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Vieri. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Pedri. Ibrahimovic. And this is Luis Suarez. Kashima Antlers do have a chance to counter here. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside.
Substitution.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Cruyff going full tilt down the left. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Beckenbauer. Now it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. That looks a cracking ball. Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter? To see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
It's become a case of men against boys. Cruyff. Bale. And this is Hullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Kukcu. Beckenbauer. And beyond the defence. Bale is flagged offside. And that's it. Inter Milan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Can
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Inter desperately
And a
failing
quick
to
reminder
impose
today to
themselves on
please
the
take-
game.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Well, there is Xavi, one of the great creators, inventors, one of the great visionaries of the game, Jim.
I fell in love with him and his style of play. Just unmatched in terms of intelligence and vision. He really is peerless in what he does.
Now it's Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Bragantino are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Zanetti.
De Jong. Can he get it through? Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Played out wide. Rijkaard. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Here comes the cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Inter Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Could be danger here. Oh, he's burst through. Big chance. He's having a shot. He scores. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Oh, terrible pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Yaya Toure.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Neymar. And it's Lam. Barella. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And Del Piero! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Bragantino really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Villa. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, no joy this time. Mateus. Here's Rafael Leao. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Xavi. Maldini. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, super ball! And a chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Brilliant save from Buffon! And that's a poor penalty.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Lam. Oh, super find. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pressure coming in from all directions. Neymar is fouled. Maldini. He has a look out. Oh, good-looking ball. Iniesta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Short changes him with that pass. De Jong, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. Can he get on the end of this? And he's quick to get it clear again. Looking to go deep. Maldini attempts a clearance. And it's De Jong. Looking tidy in possession here. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Barella really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Perfectly measured that. And he's lost his man, shapes to shoot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Bragantino really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
That's really well manoeuvred. Rafael Leao is onto this. That's the keeper's ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Inter really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle apposite aree segnate sulla mappa. Grazie. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6, numero 22,
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Vieri. The message is clear, none shall pass. And this is Batistuta. He's found a way through, drives it in. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. That's going to go a long way. And the counter is on. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And the shot's on. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. Cleared without complication. Xavi. And here's Neymar. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! Batistuta looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
The ball's gone astray. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Distributed tidily. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Neymar. Xavi. Brilliantly cut out.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Vieri. Right back. And here's Vieri. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Plays it. Oh, what a climb! And it's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to play it through. Zanetti delivers. Nesta with the clearance.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Tonali. And this is Batistuta. Xavi gets it clear. No, that's been intercepted. Nesta. Xavi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Well, they've got it again. Great vision. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Taken back almost at once. And that has been clubbed away. Inter Milan finding their passes. Inter Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
That's good running with the ball. It's Xavi! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Viene sostituito con il numero 13.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Kutchu driving forward.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Vieri. Vieri goes on a charge down the left. And now the breakaway. Maldini, a picture of focus and...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport.